never slow up. No, I don't take shit, I got no love.
Does get off the line well. Alvaro Carpe again it is who's going to lead up the hill into the first corner to use the advantage of the long gearing, but now he's being able to run his own racing line.
See KJ Monignane stopped with a technical issue. That's a big shame for him, the South African. But watch Veda Pratama in second place from the second row. He got a terrible start.
Into his own pace, and perhaps it's working out better for him.
Basically yesterday he hedged a bet that he would.
And really, you know, it's not. Is it closing up in front, in fact? Because right back to Ram.
Yesterday, as plenty of riders go wide onto the green and beyond, Veda is in second. Absolutely make mincemeat of everybody in the first lap, and it didn't pay off, right?
Something like that, yeah, definitely. Mistorfer in 11th. It's showing on our timing screen as one group, and there really isn't too much in it. But
second place, your pole sitter, Rico Salmela in fourth. Carter Thompson up from well down on the. Here's what happened then, going through turn 10. Was that turn 9 or turn 10?
Between the leading groups now.
Yeah, you've got. Yeah, well, it's under a second grid into fifth.
Valentine Peroni, I think it is, that's in third place there. It is. Beautiful stuff, just leaning maximum angle there to keep it up the green.
Between each rider, even back from Peony. So Moodley, Christian Daniel Jr., Julia
Salmela in fourth. He's from pole. He knows he's got to do better. He's got to have a better front end, bumping around there, working very hard.
A colleague of mine described someone's front end. Just says Pugliese, Leo Ramersdorf could well be joining that party as well, as Brian Uriarte goes very, very well.
Result here, he's got to get that win that has been eluded him since his first Rookies Cup season.
Yeah, it's a pogo stick.
Oh, and somebody, who was that? Was way
Vader,
off,
I think.
way off in the green. I suppose if you're going to...
Lennox Famara has actually crashed out, unfortunately, but it says Rider Oak. Brilliant stuff then. So out we come through turn 3, on towards turn 4.
You go in the green, you might as well make a big job of it. So it still is Brian Uriarte on the 51 that leads. Yeah, I think you saw Brian run wide like that yesterday. It's very odd. Perhaps he just...
Carpe, Peroni, Veda, Rico, Carter Thompson. Brian Uriarte's made a much better start.
But only just from Max Chies, the 83 of Alvaro Carpe, yesterday's winner, gets himself, you know, in too deep there somehow, and that he lost a lot of places there yesterday doing the same thing.
So, two riders who have got terrible starts comparatively, Quiles and Morelli.
Right, third place ahead of Rico Salmela and the 73 of Valentine Peroni, making the top 5. But he's dropped all the way back now to 5th place. We'll see what Chies can do with that. He does give himself a lot of work to do. Brian Uriarte picks up.
It does make total sense, to be honest with you. And you look at the championship, 1 to 5th in the championship.
Right, the lead is with... That's
battling 1 to 5th in the race as well. This is a case of all the others are seeing up ahead of them what they've got to grow.
The 48 of Lennox Ferrara, as you say, he's okay. He's obviously rejoined the race.
That's 2-8.
Another place there. And in this, as he said, I just got bumped around yesterday. I didn't make a good start.
In the Rookies Cup to actually fight for the championship. This is pretty special stuff from these guys. In 2B, he went down then, I think. Here's what happened to him. Yeah, front end washed away.
You know, things got messed up early on. He needs a better race if he's going to go after that cup win. And there's a 54 Veda Pratama ahead of the number 5 of Leo Ram. Going in. That's, I think, what happened to Ruche Moodley yesterday, wasn't
basically,
it?
similar crash.
He lost the lead by 2 points to Alvaro Carpe yesterday.
Leo has basically lived here for the last couple of weeks doing track days around the Red Bull Ring.
Right, so back with the leaders then across the start and finish.
You got Peony's caught. Brian Uriarte looking at the inside of Salmela again then. Look at that. That's not really a stereotypical overtaking. Mini bike racing, etc. Tuition from Johan Zarco as well, MotoGP rider, former rhythm. He's in this group now then.
And there is a battle for the lead. It's Valentine Peroni on the 7th.
For these rookies' bikes, he narrowly avoids exceeding track limits as well then. So he picks up a key, of course, as well. So expecting a good result from him. He's absolutely on it now.
63 pulls out late on the brakes. He goes past Alvaro Carpe.
Didn't get to speak too much about another place. Up in the 5th goes Brian.
Yes, he's a different man today, I think. He's there. There's absolutely
Christian Daniel Jr.
Yeah, absolutely superb stuff. He's really enjoying his home race and you have a great weekend.
Valentine Peroni yesterday, but he has spent the entirety of his summer break training in Malaysia with Hakim Danish and his trainer.
He's not going to be mucked around like he was yesterday. He's already in front of Rico Salmela. But he's had a lot of interviews and that sort of thing. But Christian Daniel now making life hard for him.
And plenty of the up-and-coming stars from Malaysia, very much used to the heat, even though he was suffering.
He has a nasty slide there, but he saved it.
Carter Thompson looking really. It's always special when you see a home rider actually embracing the pressure so far this weekend. He's also grown an inch or two as well in the summer break too, but that's not slowing him down here. Really strong. I did see actually he started, of course, from 7th on the grid, so he did. He's been using it to their advantage rather than fading away with it. Impressive stuff from Leo, I've got to say, today.
And long lap penalty for 57 Zani for exceeding track limits. It is Peroni that leads.
He gained quite a few places in that opening lap, although he'll cross it with just one gained overall.
And Veda Pratama now completely on his own back there in 6th place. There he is, the number 54. He really enjoyed the race yesterday. He said it was great fun. He said it all just got more and more crazy. Barrow Carpe has the advantage, but only just from Valentin Peroni, the Argentine. He's only got himself, he hasn't got a slipstream to help him. He's got to work towards the end of the race. I really had a great time, and he said, I'm just going to try and do the
smoothly off the back of this group there. The number 11 sits in 11th place as well. He'll be looking for redemption after yesterday's.
His own way back in terms with the leading 5.
He was closing in by 3
Same thing again, but maybe make a better job of it at the end of the race, he said. And that, of course, with 6 laps to go. Crash. And Brian Uriarte up into 3rd place. He passed Veda Pratama going into the first corner.
Of a second on Uriarte last time around. See what it is when they cross line this time.
Is what he's doing now. He's pulled out the very slightest advantage over the 83 of Alvaro Carpe and Kia.
This is a much different race that we see compared to yesterday. Can tell the riders that have done mine.
Superb shot there. Still is Brian Uriarte. Is back there in 3rd place.
Yeah, Kilo's been a bit quiet the last few laps, hasn't he? Just sort of not their homework overnight. They knew exactly when they needed to improve. You spoke to Brian, he said he sounded a little bit lost almost.
Leading ahead of Carpe. Carpe pulls out along.
Not doing anything too rash and just sitting there in 3rd, seeing the state of play. He wasn't sure what he did wrong, but he certainly rectified it today.
That's right, indeed. He's up into 2nd place.